GameStop in all their infinite wisdom and all the fucking head honchos decide to go and get together and collectively use their fucking brain power to come up with this spectacular shit of an idea. Let's shift focus from video games into the tablet and mobile market, because we're not going to be late to that party or anything. We're not, I don't know, over 10 years fucking late to that. Let's go and do that. There's definitely room at that mountaintop for us. Oh, and let's go and abandon what's been making us money year after year after year, and keep in mind that they've actually been doing relatively well on hardware sales and used game sales still. So let's shift focus from video games on into a market that, even though most of our stores, 1/4 of it is now taken up with like tablets and fucking mobile phones and stuff, at least the ones that I've seen. And let's focus on those. Let's have stores that are only going to be Apple oriented, because that's a great idea, because there isn't anything like that. I mean, who's ever thought of a store that you could go in and get Mac products and iPads and iPhones? There's nothing like that, except for, oh wait, there is, yeah. They're called Apple stores. Oh, and then when we make one, it'll be like the value time version of that. So we get to be the generic byproduct of something that already exists that's infinitely better. Shit. That did not work out well, now did it? And then you're gonna jump into the mobile market and tablet market. Because, you know, Amazon.com won't already have you beat to that. And Best Buy won't have already had you beat to that. Oh. And considering how many like actual mobile carriers already have all those products in their store. But you'll have them too, and it's ironic because I'm like, I look at your stores in all those areas where you have your little tablets and your smartphones and stuff, and I never see anybody over there. The demo units, never see anybody fucking with them. The actual phones and tablets themselves, never see anybody buying them. Ever. As a matter of fact, the only time that I did see anything, somebody brought in something to trade in, and then they bought games. You're fucking smart, man. You're real smart. Instead of doing something, oh, I don't know, intelligent. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna backtrack. I forgot to mention, they're gonna be closing 2% of the GameStops to open 200 of these stores that are gonna be mobile phone, tablet, and Apple products only. So they're gonna be shifting focus and doing that. What they could be doing is going and getting much bigger, much more expanded stores, and then carrying back stock of older games. PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, you know, the whole 9 yards. You could be carrying all that stuff. I mean, eBay automatically shows people are still buying that stuff. Amazon.com shows that people are still buying that stuff. Any mom and pop game shops show that they're still buying that stuff up left and right. You go to a game convention, people are just getting that shit everywhere. But you won't enter that market because you're so smart. You're a game store that doesn't want to carry games. You swallowed up the likes of Babbage's and FuncoLand and EB Games, depending on where you live. I know there's EB still around, but around here, there's fuck all. They turned them all into GameStop. Planet X, Software, etc. You swallowed up all those things, changed them all into GameStop, and now you're doing this because you're fucking, you're complete brain wizards. You can come up with tons of great ideas, except for your head's up your ass when you say this, and you're like Assy McGee, just saying all that shit. Nobody fucking understands what you're saying, but we're somehow able to get some kind of translator in there, and then we got this. Now, while there's definitely going to be people who say, you know, this is a smart move because we are eventually going to go into an all-digital age, and that's extremely true. But the thing is, if you've already got that stuff there, and you know that the physical stuff is still selling, shouldn't you still focus on that? And whenever you see the slight decline, that's when you decide to go and shift focus. Right now, you're doing it so prematurely, yet so late, which is kind of odd. You're doing it prematurely because hardware sales and software sales are still on the rise. And you're doing it too late because the market that you're jumping into is already crowded as shit and is already well maintained with a bunch of outlets that we can go and get these products. So, too little, too late, and you're already coming in first. So, just like any fucking woman who's just laying there like, well, that was fast. And I'm like, yeah, oh. An unsatisfied fucking person is just going to look at this and laugh. I wonder about you sometimes, GameStop, but at the same point, I'm never surprised because you're a GameStop and you do lots of stupid-ass things. Power to the players! And more like, power to our wallet! Because, yeah, You're geniuses, all super fucking smart. Anyway, I feel bad for all the fucking employees that have to go and endure all this shit. I really do. I used to be a Funcoland employee, if anybody's wondering, so I felt that pain. Then I got changed to Gamestop, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, so the question to all of you out there is ultimately this. Do you think that this is a smart move on GameStop's part? Do you think that they should actually go and do this, shut down 2% of their stores, open up 200 new stores, Apple-oriented, mobile-oriented, just those, and then shift a big-time focus from video games in general into mobile? Do you think that's a good move? Do you think there's room at this mountaintop? Maybe I'm exaggerating. You actually see that they could in fact do this and be successful. Maybe they could, maybe they can't. Either way, opinions, thoughts, feelings, maybe you feel like me about the entire equation, or you just don't give a shit about what GameStop does because they are the fucking goddamn antichrist of all video gaming anythings. Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.